I prepared this encounter. Before the great door of your destiny fully opens before your soul, there was an urgent and sacred warning that I needed to whisper to your spirit. I feel the pain you hold in your chest. I know the silent darkness you face when no one else is around, and I know that your waiting has been accompanied by invisible tears. But the key to your new life is already turning, and the wind of my spirit is already blowing, announcing a time of peace. If this word from your God is already touching the depths of your being, comment below with your name, the country, state, and city where you are feeling my embrace, and what time it is right now where you rest. Let this outpouring of love flow from your heart and write in the comments, Lord my God, I am here. I signed up because I love you with all my soul, and want to continue to hear you. My beloved daughter, my dear son, I ask that you subscribe to this channel, show your affection by liking this post, activate the bell for my divine notifications, and remain in my arms until the last breath of this message. I give you my word that I will give a clear answer at the end. A very special phrase will be whispered to the heart of whoever remains with me until the end. And whoever seals this phrase in the comments will receive great prophetic blessings, released with love and in pure faith. For a long time you have looked at paths that seemed blocked and dreams that seemed locked by iron chains. Your weary soul has repeatedly wondered if I had forgotten my promises. But the time of your silence was not my forgetfulness, it was the care of my hands. As it is written in the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 8, Behold, I have set before you an open door, which no one can shut. This is the living promise that sustains your tomorrow. However, before your feet touch the blessed ground of your new destiny, something immense is about to be revealed within you. There is an invisible weight that cannot cross that sacred portal with you. If your heart beats stronger now, cherish this message as a seal of our communion. Join your soul to our blessed family by writing your name here, and share this revelation as an act of compassion with someone who also suffers alone. Before we discover the next step, answer me in your heart. What does your soul secretly cry out for at this very moment? Write the word I believe in the comments, and continue listening with an attentive spirit, because what I'm about to ask you will change the direction of your journey forever. I know your sleepless nights. When the weight of silence dominates the environment around you, and loneliness tries to suffocate your hope, I am there, collecting every lament that your heart cannot put into words. The pain you carry, that weariness in your soul from promises that seem unattainable, does not go unnoticed by my spiritual eyes. The cold of dawn often seems to freeze your faith, and the darkness reflects the fear that tries to dominate your thoughts. But I feel the tightness in your throat and the affliction that steals your peace. Have you ever wondered in the stillness of dark nights if your prayers are echoing in the void? Have you doubted your own strength? But my love has never left you. For it is written in the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 18, The Lord is near to the broken-hearted and saves the crushed in spirit. I have never let you face this aridity without my covering. Every second of your silent waiting was accompanied by my restoring grace. Your pain has a grand purpose, much greater than your temporary suffering. This prolonged waiting is not a sign of rejection, but a time of deep preparation. The wait you feel now is the necessary process for your faith to be able to withstand the immense glory that is to come. However, the shadows try to use this silence to convince you that you have been forgotten, by me. But the truth that I bring in this sacred encounter tears apart all these lies. There is a powerful movement happening in the spiritual world right now, a definitive answer being woven while your weary heart beats. If your inner self recognizes my presence and feels the relief of this confirmation, seal your affection by savoring this moment of communion. Make your soul a permanent part of this celestial embrace, joining us in inscription, and share this revelation to be the answer in the life of someone who also cries in secret. Open your inner self and answer me. What is the invisible wound that throbs when night falls? Leave your mark in the comments with the word hope, and continue with your spirit connected to me, for soon I will show you the mystery of how to transform the dry land of your pain into a garden of inexplicable miracles. In this vast desert of waiting, Each of your faltering steps was sustained by my invisible hands. Where you felt only the dust of dry earth and saw locked doors, I was tilling the soil of your heart, preparing it to receive the abundant rain of my grace. Your affliction did not come to uproot you, but to dig deeper into your soul, making room for the promise that awaits behind the door to find fertile ground ready to flourish. If it is possible for you, only if it is possible, transform your gratitude into a seed of love for this channel. Consider my love and that of my Son Jesus, and support using the link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. There you will find the place where your contribution of love can be deposited and consecrated before the Creator of all things. You can support with any amount, and remember, only what fits in your heart. I receive with love. The amount doesn't matter. What matters is the heart with which you give. For what is little for you can be much for the one who receives. Whoever contributes any amount with a sincere heart, please remember to include your name and city with your contribution. On the first day of the following month, in a unique and special video on our channel and page, Amor Divino, A Voz de Deus, Divine Love, the Voice of God. Your name will be remembered and mentioned in a prayer of gratitude, for it is written in the second letter to the Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 10, He who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food will also supply and increase your store of seed, and will enlarge the harvest of your righteousness. Every offering made in faith is a seed before me, your Lord, and I will not fail to bear fruit in the midst of your aridity. I watch in secret and reward in the sight of all. Remain until the end of this message, because I still want to touch your heart with my voice. I contemplate the greatness of your heart and your pure intention to walk by my side, spreading light wherever you go until we cross the threshold. I know that sometimes, when trying to offer your loving support, unexpected barriers arise, and the banking system rejects your contribution due to strict security measures. My beloved, do not be distressed or discouraged if this happens on your first attempt. I only ask that you contact your card issuer and confirm that this gesture of love is genuine and desired by you. Then try again with vigor, renewing your valuable offer, for your support is the foundation that sustains this work and will be honored with abundant and infinite blessings. Our divine love deserves this effort. And know something very special. I will make sure to thank you personally. If your intention is pure, whether your contribution arrives now or faces some setback, I myself will come to meet you in an intimate and welcoming touch. I will speak directly to you. If you feel my comfort nourishing your hope, offer your like as a sign of faith. Remain sheltered under my tent by subscribing to this channel and share this light with those who are also walking through difficult days. Before we take the next step, what does your spirit yearn for at harvest time? Place your trust in the comments by writing the word flourish, and do not turn away from me, for the door is already trembling to open, but there is a final preparation we need to make within you. Your soul often cried out silently, asking why time seemed to have stopped while the pain continued to strike at your chest. Weariness weighed on your shoulders, making you believe your limit had been reached and your strength exhausted. But I was working in secret, shaping the structure of your heart. The fire of your affliction did not serve to consume you, but to forge your resilience. I needed to expand your spirit so that it could withstand the magnitude of the new joy that is about to overflow on your journey. If I had flung open the door before the time was right, the weight of the blessing would have crushed your fragile structure. The waiting was not a punishment, it was a furnace of pure care. As it is written in the letter to the Romans, chapter 5, verses 3 and 4, tribulation produces patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. Every invisible tear you swallowed amidst your secret battles served to strengthen your deepest roots. You matured in the shadows. Your faith has been tested and approved at the altar of silence. Now, your inner self is firm enough to carry the absolute promises I have determined for your new life. The storm did not break you. It simply cleared the ground for the construction of your new foundation. But for the crossing to happen perfectly and peacefully, there is old baggage that needs to be abandoned once and for all. A useless burden that tries to cling to your spiritual garments as we walk side by side towards the light. If you feel my divine fire renewing your courage at this moment, seal this moment by savoring this word, so that your testimony of transformation gains strength. Embrace your resting place in this refuge by subscribing to our channel, and spread this liberating truth by sharing the message with a heart that also endures in the furnace of waiting. Before we proceed, tell me, in the whisper of your spirit, what is your heart still afraid to let go of? Release this invisible answer in the comments by writing the word "forged" and continue walking with me, for the next moment will reveal the constant companionship I have designed to protect your mind from the last attacks of fear. I know the shadows that still try to invade your mind when the weariness of the day comes to an end. I know that sometimes the voices of fear try to shout louder than my promise of a new destiny. Therefore, I do not let you walk alone. I have prepared constant companionship, a daily remedy to heal your afflictions in the coldest dawns and keep your hope burning. If your heart desires to go deeper with me, I have left you a gift in the form of a journey, which I wrote with much love and care for all my beloved daughters and sons, the digital book Divine Love Devotional, The Voice of God. It was prepared to accompany you day after day in silence and deep intimacy. Access to this spiritual balm is also available in the link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. This is a gift delivered with all my love and affection, where the only cost will be your love, your constant presence with me, and your unwavering faith. And when you feel in your heart that you should support and contribute to our work and to divine love, the support buttons are in the same links. To shield our communication and protect our daily encounter, I have prepared 2 sacred and blessed havens, a group on WhatsApp and another on Telegram. I ask that you enter these 2 spiritual homes so that our love and our daily contact are never broken by anything in this world, through the same support and contribution link that you already know in the description and the pinned comment. If the storms of this world try to extinguish this space of divine love, we will remain unshakable, hand in hand, intact and blessed for eternity. There will always be a welcoming embrace for your prayers, and I will continue to guide your steps, speaking softly to your heart. In these groups, you can be in communion with me, requesting blessings, praying, conversing with one another, and also receiving my messages with much greater intimacy and closeness. You are my greatest love. You are my divine love forever. I love you infinitely, for it is written in the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verses 22 and 23. The Lord's mercies are the reason we are not consumed, for his mercies never end. They are new every morning. Feel my breath of peace, renewing your strength, and leave a like on this video as a mark of our covenant. Abide with me, sheltering under my wings, and seal your resting place by subscribing to this channel. Share this gift of infinite comfort with a soul that cries in secret. Before the strong wind tries to shake your faith, tell me, what does your spirit need to hear from me every morning to keep standing? Write the word shelter in the comments and continue to walk by my side, for the invisible chains that still try to paralyze you in the past are about to be shattered. I hear the turmoil that rises within your mind as victory approaches. The enemy of your soul knows that your time of humiliation is over, and so he tries to launch invisible arrows of fear against your chest. There are moments when your heart races, and a cold anguish tries to convince you that you are not worthy, that it is too late, or that this new door is just another illusion. I know the weight of this solitary battle. I feel the tightness in your chest when anxiety tries to steal the breath of your hope, and doubts insist on obscuring my light. These dark voices try to paralyze you precisely at the limit of your crossing. They whisper lies in your silence, saying that your old wounds will define your future forever. But I am the sovereign voice that calms the rebellious seas and silences the most violent storms within you. For it is written in the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I strengthen you and help you, and uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness." No condemnation that your own mind creates has power over the destiny of peace that I have traced for you from eternity. The chains of insecurity cannot lock what heaven has already determined to open in your story. I now breathe upon your mind a spirit of power, courage, and unwavering meekness. Your soul no longer needs to fight alone against these cruel phantoms, for I am your shield and your defense. However, for the silence of this peace to reign absolutely in your heart. There is an old key of pain that you still grip tightly in your invisible hands, a secret bond that we need to untie before the next step. If my voice is bringing calm to the storm of your mind, confirm this relief with a simple and gentle embrace of faith. Make my heart your permanent fortress, taking refuge here in our family through subscription, and overflow with this peace by sharing the video with that person who also wages painful wars within their own thoughts. Before I reveal what your heart needs to forgive, look into the depths of your being and answer me. What is the voice of fear that your soul desperately cries out for me to silence today? Seal your liberation in the comments by writing the word courage, and do not let go of my hands, for the great instruction for your new beginning is about to be whispered to you. I see your spiritual hands clenched, tightly holding the memories of those who wounded your innocence. The urgent warning I bring to your heart at this moment is about the baggage of your past. There is a weight of hurt, a burden of resentment and old betrayals that you still carry with you. I feel your difficulty breathing when the memories of injustice invade your soul. You suffered in silence. You wept over deep wounds caused by cruel words and unexpected abandonment. But the new destiny I have prepared for your life cannot bear the burden of these heavy stones. To cross the threshold of this already open door, your soul needs to be light. As the Apostle Paul wrote by my inspiration in the letter to the Philippians, chapter 3, verse 13, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. When you refuse to forgive, you chain yourself to your own aggressors. I am not asking you to forgive because the pain they caused you was justified. No. The forgiveness I ask of you now is the master key to your own liberation. It is the spiritual permission for the wounds to stop bleeding in the darkness of your anguish. Release those ropes, beloved daughter. Let fall to the ground, dear son, the heavy cloak of disappointment. Your new path cannot be contaminated by the mud of bitterness. By releasing this painful past, you create space within your heart for the overflowing love that I have already positioned on the other side of the crossing. But there is a specific glimpse of this light, a prepared love that is still hidden from your weary feelings, and which you will only be able to see when your inner self is completely emptied of old pain. If the touch of my spirit is softening the resistance of your heart, let your light be a profound sign that you accept to release the shackles. Transform this encounter into an eternal pact, sheltering your soul in our channel through subscription, and extend your love to share this message with a heart that is also sick with resentment. Before I reveal to you the irrefutable beauty of what awaits you on the other side, open your inner self before me. What is the pain of the past that you decide to surrender today, once and for all, into my hands? Declare your choice of healing in the comments by writing the word free, and continue your silent walk with me, for the radiant light of your tomorrow is already beginning to dissipate your shadows, and the living promise that awaits your next steps will finally be revealed. The brilliance of what I have prepared for you already illuminates the other side of this door. Where your soul has experienced the most arid desert, I will cause the crystal-clear rivers of my inexhaustible joy to spring forth. Where your eyes have seen only abandonment and sharp stones, I have placed a serene, loyal love, carefully forged to honor each of your tears. I am he who restores the years consumed by pain and despair. Your restoration will be so majestic and so complete that even those who mocked your waiting will have to recognize the splendor of my signature in your destiny. Do not be afraid to take the next step, for your frailties are completely enveloped in my protective strength. Your victory never depended on your own physical effort, but on your pure and absolute surrender into my arms. The time of weeping ends its cycle now. Receive rest. Receive divine validity for all the painful processes you have faced until now. You survived the furnace, and now you will live the fullness of one who has walked through the fire accompanied by God himself. The invisible key that sustains your new life has been delivered, and nothing can stop the outpouring of my blessings into your heart. I promised at the beginning of this encounter that I would whisper a phrase to your spirit, a prophetic seal for your journey of light. As an answer from heaven to calm your soul and strengthen your walk in this sacred moment, I declare and ask you to keep deep within your soul the promise that seals your glorious tomorrow. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Now write this phrase in the comments as your definitive act of faith and deep communion with me. Confirm your like, because our journey doesn't end here. I still have immense revelations for your destiny. Continue to listen to me and the other messages of divine love, the voice of God, because with each encounter in our blessed playlist, I prepare more miracles for your weary soul. Your story of overcoming has only just begun. And don't forget, my words whisper hope even when everything seems silent. Pay attention to our next conversation, and don't let go of my hands. I guard your heart with heavenly jealousy.